Welcome, my dear students, with a new topic today, punctuation. Lesson 14, page 84 in your grammar book. Punctuation are markers or signs that we use sometimes at the end or in the middle of the sentence to clarify the meaning of the sentence. We have many punctuation marks or signs. There are 9. 4 of them we are going to use maybe in each sentence. Full stop, question mark, exclamation mark, capital letter. They are 4 now. And also we have comma, apostrophe, quotation mark, colon, and semicolon, the last one. Let's start with number 1 here, full stop, or we can call it period. We use full stop at the end of declarative or imperative sentences. Like here, give me a pen. Imperative sentence. It must end with full stop. They went to the park yesterday. Declarative sentence here also ends with full stop. Second, punctuation mark, question mark. It's easy also. It ends with a sentence that is asking about information. We use it at the end of the question. Do you like French? Here's the question mark at the end. When does he wake up? Also, question mark at the end. Number 3, exclamation mark. We use it at the end of a sentence that has strong feelings. Like when we say, what a beautiful girl. So the question here. Happy birthday, Amy. Also has strong feelings here with exclamation mark at the end. Number 4, capital letters. Of course we know it. We must start any sentence with capital letter, whatever the sentence is. Declarative, question, whatever. We use a capital letter to begin a sentence. Also, we use capital letters for proper nouns and pronoun I in any part of the sentence. Like here, I play football daily. I must be capitalized at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, like that. We must capitalize it. Ayman traveled to Egypt last Monday. Here's Ayman at the beginning of the sentence, and also it's a proper noun. Here, Egypt is a proper noun in the middle of the sentence, so we must capitalize also. And Monday, day of a week here, so we capitalize it also. These are the 4 common punctuation marks that we use in each sentence. Number 5 here, comma. It's like that, down. We use comma to separate words or phrases in a sentence. If we have a list and we want to separate them, we are going to put between words, comma, until the end. The last 2, we are going to use and or. After introductory words also we use comma. Like yes, like no, like well, all of these introductory words. Before or after the name of the listener, to separate it from the other part of the sentence. Like when I'm calling someone. To show a pause between part parts of the sentence. Let's see some examples here. I bought a pen, a ruler, and a pencil case yesterday. Here I have a list of 3 things here. And instead of saying and, I'm going to replace and with comma here. And between the last 2 things in the list, use the conjunction here, and. Well, I will call him now. As an introductory word here, I put a comma. I'm short, but I like playing basketball. Also, we have 2 sentences here, and I connecting the sentence with but. Where are you, Judy? This is number 2 before the name of the listener. Here is I'm talking to Judy. I'm calling her. Where are you, Judy? Okay? Or we can use it at the beginning of the question. Judy, where are you? But in this case, I'm going to put the comma before the noun. Another one here, number 6, apostrophe. It's like the comma, but it's up here. We use it to show the relationship between 2 things. Also, we use it in contractions. For example, here, Mona's bag is green. Show the relation between Mona and bag. It's Mona's bag. Here's apostrophe S, possessive S. Here, it isn't hers. Contractions is not. 2 words, just make it 1 word by deleting the letter and put instead of it apostrophe. Number 7, quotation marks, or we call it inverted commas. Inverted commas. Sometimes you are going to find only 1. It's okay also. We can use 1 or 2. We use them to include the exact words spoken by a person. When I'm going to take the same words as someone told me, so I must put them in quotation marks. Also to include titles of stories, poems, essays, and articles. For example here, Ali said, so I open quotation marks with that. It means that every word between quotation mark, it's for Ali, not me. But I'll just repeat them. Ali said, we like English. So he said that. So I put them in quotation marks, between quotation marks. Read the article, I am writing blindly by Roger Rosenblatt. Here it's an article, so I put it inside quotation mark. 1 before and 1 after at the end. Number 8, colon. 2 dots here. We use colon to introduce a list, an explanation, a code, or a definition. Also, we use it to distinguish the title from the subtitle. If I have a title and subtitle at the same line, how we can differentiate between them? Both of them will be capitalized. So we are going to put colon between them. Or also between hours and minutes. Like here, it's a definition. Distinguish means to make one thing seem different from another. So between the word and its meaning, I put comma here. Mr. Praise. Well, what do you think, Lee? It's 6:30 or it's 6:30. Here's, I put colon between the hours and the minutes. I want the following items: vanilla, sugar, and flour. I put colon here. With the last one and last part here, semicolon. The difference is here, like a comma, but over there is a dot here. We use semicolon to join two independent sentences that are closely related. We use it to replace a conjunction instead of a conjunction. We use it also instead of commas in a list that has commas within items. For example, if I have commas in a sentence and there is a list also at the same time, how we can differentiate between this comma and that comma. So I'm going to replace the comma with semicolon. Like we are going to use commas in dates when we are talking about May 2nd, 2020. We must place a comma between the month and the day and the year. After that, we must put semicolon. We use semicolon between independent clauses which are linked in meanings with a transitional word, like however, meanwhile, therefore, in addition, in conclusion, like these words. We must place a semicolon before these words. For example here, I don't like to ride the bus. However, I ride it when I visit my sister. Transitional word here. Semicolon before it, a comma after it. I don't like to eat chocolate. Ice cream is my food of choice. So, two independent clauses here. In worksheet number 19, let's do some exercise here. We have some sentences that we have a lot of mistakes in. So please concentrate in each one. First of all, I'm going to think about the first letter in each one. The most important thing. Second thing, at the end of each one, I have to put full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. So be careful, please, to not forget anything here. Read the sentence carefully and try to answer with me. Fernanda said to her daughter, "You need to start exercising." First of all, the first letter must be capitalized. It's a proper noun and also at the beginning of the sentence. Said to her daughter, nothing will be changed here, but there is a quotation mark supposed to be here. So after daughter, put comma first, then open quotation mark. One more thing we must do, that we are going to capitalize the first letter as a new sentence after the quotation mark. You need to start exercising. It's a declarative sentence, so it must end with full stop, and you must close at the end the quotation marks. Again, so we have here here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 mistakes in the first one here. Number 2, Abida was feeling unwell. She went home. What should we do? Yes, that's right. You have told me that the first letter must be capitalized. Was feeling unwell. Nothing will be changed here. So we have choices here. We can use semicolon between unwell and she, or we can put full stop and start a new sentence. Both of them are correct. She went home. Nothing will be changed, but full stop at the end. So here we have 1, 2, 3 mistakes here. Number 3. I love the poem After Apple Picking by Robert Frost. What should we do here? Yes, that's right. You have told us that pronoun I in any place in the sentence we must capitalize. I love the poem After Apple Picking. Yes, that's right. There is a title here. After, we must put them in quotation, and the title also must be capitalized. After apple picking. Bold dictation on the title. By Robert Frost. Here, Robert. And Frost. And full stop at the end. It's a proper noun. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mistakes here. Okay, you can answer the rest of the exercise alone and check your answer later. Thank you for listening.